Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is one of the pioneers of Panafricanists. Today, his country, Ghana, under the leadership of Nana Akufo-Addo, has cancelled a Pan-African event, a convention 2024 that included speakers like Her Excellency Dr. Arikana Chiombori Kwao, Professor Piolo Lumumba, Julius Malema, and Peter Obi. Now, these events, they were all speakers. They were supposedly to be a convention in Ghana, in Accra, on 7th of January, with all these great speakers of our time, Pan-Africanists in this time. And that event has been cancelled. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now, this event by many Ghanaians have been called as a sad and embarrassing moment for Ghanaians and Ghana as a whole, as you know, being a country who who led Pan-Africanism during Dr. Kwame Nkrumah time. Now, as I said, these are the speakers. As you can see, it was supposed to be held at Independence Square. You know, the irony of it, look at it, at Independence Square. Ghana, who really preached about independence, especially to be free from neo-colonialism and colonialism, to be free, to have a free African economy. This event is really now embarrassing for Ghana. Now, many have expressed their disappointments, and the way that it was cancelled is what is even more making people more angry. Let me just go and hear what people said about this. But before that, look at this. Now, this cancellation happened just hours before the event. That's what, but the event itself was approved, to go ahead on November 23 or November 27. But just a couple of hours before the event, the cancellation came. Now, a Pan-African event, the Convention 2024, has been called off a few hours to the program. The event was scheduled to take place on Sunday, 7 January at the Independence Square, coinciding with the Constitution Day of Ghana, which is again 7th of January. Now, the organizers, in a statement, indicated that the government directed them to call off the convention a few hours before its commencement. So now the event was scheduled to be held on 7th of January on Sunday. Now, just few hours before that, it was cancelled. Now, according to the organizers, the organization is called New Africa Foundation. Now, all the speakers, who included Professor Piolo Lumumba, Julius Malema, Her Excellency Dr. Arikana Chiombori Kwao, and Peter Obi, and thousands of patrons had filled the Independence Square for the event when the directive for the cancellation reached the organization. That's how it is, that's how embarrassing it is. Dissing even the audience that came for it, and also, the speakers. Now, the organizers described the cancellation as the claimed government had approved the event as far back as November 23. I will show you the later actually where it was approved, and apologized to the appointed patrons. We regret to inform you that the government has cancelled the above Pan-African event, which was to take place today at the Independence Square in Accra, Ghana. All the special guests have arrived, and thousands of people have come from all over Ghana as well as around the globe for this historic event. We have just been informed of the cancellation of this event a couple of hours before its commencement. This event was approved by the government in November 2023. This came as a shock to us and devastation in our dignitaries and special guests who flew in from around the world. Now, again, these organizers, they have said that we at the New Africa Foundation apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused to our audience and the public alike. So please be aware that this situation is and was beyond our control. Now, let's go ahead and I will show you the not verbal or the letter where the government has approved this convention. So this is the letter. Look, this is the cancellation that reached the organizers just a couple of hours before the event. Now it says we write to revoke immediately the permission granted per hour later. Reference this and that dated 11 November. So it was approved actually on 11th November, which approved your request to use the Black Star Square for the above event. This decision has been necessitated by unforeseen state event scheduled to take place at the venue. Under the circumstances, the amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis paid by your office for the use of the venue will be refunded. We regret any inconvenience this may cause. So they actually admit that they have approved this later as far as 11 November, which is like 2 months before, and now the cancellation comes. Look at the letter. It's dated 7th of January. So the organizers are really speaking the truth. So it reached them on the same day, and the letter is written on the same day, and it just reached them couple of hours before the event. So now many are expressing their disappointment regarding this, especially Ghanaians who came for the to attend this, from different parts of the country. Now, let's go and see what some of the people are saying, who gathered at Independence Square. This is one of them.
We will be coming to the Independence Square of Ghana on a very sensitive day like the 7th of January to address the youth of this country. A young man by Professor Lumumba coming to Ghana, most especially Julius Malema coming to Ghana, Dr. Arikana coming to Ghana. I think these are the improvements of Africa. Our Ghanaian improvement is gone, but these are the improvements of other countries. Today they are in here to speak to the youth. We get here and we realize that the program is cancelled. We were invited as student leaders of this country. All mother unions of this student of Ghana here were invited. The University Student Association are invited. Member institutions are invited. The National Union of Ghana Students is invited. People have moved from Navrango. People have moved from our student leaders to listen to these great people. We get here and we are told that the program is cancelled. Why? What are they going back home to speak about Africa? I know definitely Lumumba is going to speak on media. We will listen to Lumumba. I am sad. I don't know what is the reason behind, but we are sad. We are bitter. We are pained. It is very sad.
What cues should the African youth take from this?
You see, I don't know. The important thing is that I would have been able to answer this question properly if the forces behind the cancellation of this program was known. I don't know. But I am sad. I don't know the convention that is meant to ignite the voice of Africa. What we are interested as student leaders is that it's the people on the flyer. Some people are here who want to listen to Stoneboy. I am here as a young student leader to listen to the powerful speakers of Africa. Let me repeat this again. Ghana Nkrumah is gone. But as young student leaders, we know some Nkrumahs in different countries. Right. Lumumba is a clear example. Julius Malema is a clear example. Stop the program. Why? Who is that behind the stopping of this program? Students.
So exactly as you have heard it, it is they don't know, it's the government, but they don't know really why the reason of the cancellation. Is it because in fear of the number of people it can mobilize? So it's something that will be revealed later on, and more details will come out. But in general, for whatever reason it is, it's really an embarrassing moment, as they said. And what I like from what this student leader who have said that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is gone, but there are other Kwame Nkrumahs who have stepped in his shoes. People like Her Excellency Dr. Arikana, people like Professor Piolo Lumumba, people like Julius Malema, and he's admitting that, and he's there to attend that. So it's really sad, but we will update you why the reason is, or anything if it came out. For now, that was it. Thank you very much again for tuning in. I will see you on the next one, and it's a bye-bye for me.